Meralco has stopped waiving its convenience fee for customers paying dues online as Metro Manila shifts to a more relaxed quarantine restriction. The power distributor has also begun notifying customers who saw a spike in their power bills. Marian Enriquez with the report.
Meralco will again start collecting a convenience fee of 47 pesos to its customers paying dues online. This as business centers and other payment channels now open as Metro Manila has transitioned to a general community quarantine.
The rationale for that waiver, Mr. Chair, is that because the business centers and other payment channels that were available to consumers was unduly restricted because of the ECQ, Meralco had made the decision to waive that fee, Mr. Chairman. However, because we have already opened under the GCQ, most of our business centers and other payment channels are now available to our consumers. The waiver of the 47 pesos had also effectively ceased.
Quezon City Representative Anthony Peter Crisologo implored Pamintuan to continue waiving the convenience fee, saying most consumers still do not have transportation means.
So siguro, if you might, maliit lang naman na convenience fee. Actually, hindi nga siya lumalabas na convenience. Parang pampadagdag po sa bayad ng tao. Baka naman po pwede tayo, total GCQ pa tayo, if we can still waive the convenience fee.
Pamintuan said Crisologo's suggestion will be discussed with the Meralco management. In yesterday's House Committee hearing on the sudden spike in electric bills of some Meralco consumers, Pamintuan said the company has started sending the installment payment plan attached to the revised bills of affected customers. It contains a detailed explanation on the computation for the last 4 months and the amount customers have to pay every month. The first charge falls on July 15.
Sinasabi po natin, dear valued customer, para makagaan sa inyong bayarin, ang inyong electric bill with a certain bill date ay hindi mo na kailangan agad bayaran. Kasama ito.
Under the installment payment plan, households with a consumption of 200 kilowatt hours and below for February 2020 are entitled to 6 monthly installments, while those who consume 201 kilowatt hours and above can make staggered payments within 4 months. Meralco earlier announced that bills covering March 1 to May 31 may not be paid immediately, pending the delivery of accurate billing. The power firm reiterated that no disconnection of electricity will happen in case of an unpaid bill. And for those who have already paid their dues, Meralco assures the public that they have options on how to get back their overpaid money.
Yan naman po ang assurance po natin dahil sinasabi naman po natin sa mga kababayan natin na you will only pay for what you consume. At yan naman po ang commitment namin po sa committee po na ito, na yun po gagawin po natin. May option po yung customer po natin, pwede po natin i-refund po yung actual money that was overpaid, or pwede po natin i-credit po yun sa next bill po nila. Nasa kanila po yung option.
For News 5, Marian Enriquez, we are One News.
Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation, or PAGCOR, is targeting to resume casino operations this month. This is in order to save the jobs of around 130 workers in the casino industry, as well as to generate revenues for the government's COVID-19 response. PAGCOR Chairman Andrea Domingo says she is eyeing to reopen casinos gradually, either this month or in July. Domingo adds that casino operators should follow health and safety protocols once they are allowed to reopen. And DOH Region Task Force on COVID-19 has relaxed its strict rules on interprovincial travels. However, at least 9 health workers in the Regional Health Office tested positive for COVID-19. We have Jem Avancenia reporting live from Davao City. Jem, how's it going there, and what exactly does interprovincial travel mean?
Sean, Department of Health Region 11 announced yesterday that 1 doctor and 8 medical technicians working under the regional office tested positive of COVID-19. In a virtual presser, Dr. Lenny Joy Rivera of DOH mentioned that the said health workers are under the specimen management and case investigation team. They were tasked to do swabbing, case profiling, and was recently assigned in a community testing. After the results came, they were immediately placed in isolation facilities. The DOH regional office was closed for 3 days for disinfection and decontamination. But Rivera said that recent tests already showed that the 9 health workers are now cleared for COVID-19. The authorities are still investigating how the health workers were infected despite of wearing PPEs. Meanwhile, the lines for those who would like to secure travel authority here in Davao City Police Office are still very long. Most of the travelers had to fall in line for 4 to 5 hours before they could get into the counter and process the needed document. But authorities say that compared last Monday, the volume of people is lesser now. This was after Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte announced that interprovincial travels in the Davao region will not require travel authority document. Sean, most of the clients here in DCPO were locally stranded individuals. Some were businessmen who caters outside Davao region deliveries. Also this morning, Police Captain Rose Aguilar of Davao City Police Office told us that starting tomorrow, local police stations could already release travel authorities. So it means that travelers could, instead of going here in DCPO, the travelers could already go directly to their local police stations and secure their travel authorities there. Sean?
All right, so basically starting tomorrow, more and more police outposts will be able to distribute or give the travel authority gem, but this only works, just to clarify, this interprovincial travel authority within the Davao region. So for example, someone's coming from the Visayas or from Luzon or especially from Metro Manila, they would still need the travel authority, yeah?
Yes, Sean, if you're going outside Davao region, you really have to secure the travel authority. But if you're going just within the Davao region or you'll be doing interprovincial travels, you only have to present medical certificate on every checkpoints. Sean?
All right, that's good to know. Thank you very much, Jem Avancenia, for all those updates and all the information. Jem Avancenia of News 5 joining us live from Davao City. We will be back with more stories after a quick break. Stay with us here on One News. Extreme localized community.
Kuya Mark, standby na daw.
morning. You're still watching One News Now. Another bus route for city buses has been rolled out in an effort to address the shortage of public transportation amid the general community quarantine here in Metro Manila. For the details, Greg Gregorio joins us live now from Caloocan City. Greg, what's new in the government's bus augmentation program? What is the newest route?
Yes. To be almost 100 additional buses operating to and from Monumento today after the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board opened another city bus route, which is the Monumento PITX. The LTFRB says 97 bus units are authorized to ply this route, but out of the 97, we've only seen 4 so far. According to the agency, they coordinated with concerned bus operators a week ago. Thus, their operations were expected today. The LTFRB says they have a team on the ground that monitors the operation of these buses. It can be recalled that in the recently opened bus routes, operators also failed to meet the total number of authorized units. Operators say they also face various problems, such as lack of drivers and time to prepare their units for the so-called new normal. For commuters, the bus routes are not enough because out of the 17 bus routes, none of which ferries passengers from Monumento to North Avenue. Sean, aside from the Monumento PITX route, the board has also opened the PITX General Mariano route in Cavite. Meanwhile, LTFRB insists that buses aren't supposed to be allowed to ply the road as of the moment, but because of the limited transportation under the general community quarantine, they've been gradually opening a city bus routes for the public. All public buses will be allowed 22 or during the phase 2 of the general community quarantine in the metro. Sean?
Yeah, well, I can't help but ask you, Greg, what happens now to bus fares? Have they maintained bus fares or have the fares gone up? We understand that the government is, of course, involved in rolling out these new bus routes. Is there a subsidy for bus operators?
Sean, what we know right now is that each bus route opened by the LTFRB, there is a fixed fare that is authorized by the LTFRB. This fare varies from the routes as it depends on the distance that each bus route operate. Sean?
All right. You also mentioned, of course, about the new bus route. You also talked about one more bus route in General Mariano in Cavite. How many more bus routes can we expect for the government to open up? Or is this a work in progress? Do they open up routes as they see demand, as they see fit?
Yes, Sean, according to the LTFRB, there are 31 rationalized bus routes in the metro, but as of the moment, there are only 17. So they say that they are gradually opening city bus routes because it depends on the public health observance as we are still addressing the COVID-19 pandemic in the country. They highlight that all public buses will then be able to operate by June 22, which is the phase 2 of GCQ implementation in the NCR. Sean?
All right, thank you very much for that update, Greg Gregorio, joining us live right now from Caloocan City. For more updates, follow News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. I'm Sean Yao, and we are One News.